Hello. Hi. Good morning. Myself Karthik. I'm a PhD research scholar from Department of Wildlife and Management. Presently, I'm studying about population, breeding phenology, and factors affecting breeding success of Terran which is nothing but river terns in the islands of Bhadra Tiger Reserve under the guidance of Dr. Vijay Kumara, Professor, Chairman, and Department of Wildlife and Management. So, river terns are basically a riverine birds which conservation status is recently reached into vulnerable category. And according to the global population is all about like 50,000 to 1 lakh species, 1 lakh individuals are present all over the world. So they mainly prefer the habitat like large rivers, lakes, and reservoirs. Prefers freshwater bodies with ample fish supplies. And geographical location is all like most of the birds can be seen only in the Indian subcontinent and permanent presence over the reservoir system or riverine system in India. Like my objectives of this study is to study about the breeding population density of river terns in the study area, to observe the clutch size, nest location, and nesting numbers, and the number of nests that were built in the study area, to study the feeding ecology, what they're mainly feeding upon, and to assess the conservation threats to the management issues. So study area is all about like Bhadra Tiger Reserve, which is located in the Malnad region of Karnataka, and there is a main Bhadra Reservoir, which flows along the Tiger Reserve boundary. So there is a range called Lakavali range. So these are my locations, like where I am studying about island, reservoir island. There are mainly three islands, but in the summers they'll be becoming into two islands summers. So they'll be looking typically looking like this. So they're not too far away from the mainland. So they are apart like 1.5 to 2 kilometers. So riverine islands, those are the islands that are preferred by river terns in Bhadra Reservoir during the breeding season. The bird starts congregating in the reservoir from the month of December to January. The bird breeding in the island starts from February and goes up to July. The total area of both the islands is all about like 17.6 acres. Island 1 is 7.2 acres and island 2 is 10.4 acres. Methodology is like the population fluctuation of breeding terms will be recorded like fortnight studies, and we also use the drone technology and the aerial photography method. And this time I used the camera trapping method also, like 24 into 7. I'll be monitoring the birds, what they're mainly activity, and the food remains food in the nest, and food regulated is also collected to check the feeding ecology. And I also collected the fishes from the local fishermen, which mainly they're feeding upon. And I also took the photographs from the camera trap, what they're mainly feeding upon. And the work done is from January to uh, this is like January month setup is initial planning and equipment preparation, secured permits from MOU, and April 2024 early breeding season, the data collection of total population, detailed monitoring, and camera traps I have installed. In the May, the phase breeding season, installation of data collection, breeding behavior, chick development, like monitored nesting success rate, chick survival, and feeding. So June post breeding season, observed juvenile development, what they are doing, and activities, collected data organization, documented key findings. Successful nesting and chick survival rate, identification of preferred species, detailed documentation of environmental factors affecting the breeding success. This is how the breeding cycle looks like. Uh, so there's mainly lays up to like 3 to 4. The clutch size is mean clutch size is all about like 3 to 4, and the success rate is all about like I have done the breeding success rate also, like actually success rate. So I used the marking of the nest. So this is how the nesting island look like. They usually nest in 5 batches here. So early nesters will start nesting soon after like March, and the late nesters you can see the nest laying is up to May. So monitoring the hatching success rate, like by marking with the flag. So I've used the 2 to 3 inches bamboo sticks which are covered with a yellow color tape because the flowering which occurs in that island. So that is also which flowers the plant which flowers a yellow flower. So to camouflage with that, so I use the yellow color tape, and I will number the each nest, so that will be easy to identify. So we have marked around 650 nests, and we have observed like 70% of the hatching success rate. And I also use the camera trapping, so where you can see like lot many different activities. So the aerial counts we have done use the dot goose software to count the nests. So it's all about like a single island consists of 3,500 plus nests. So this is all about like my observations, and I have got to know about like terns of Bhadra. Like there are around five different species of terns you can see. Only the river terns are nesting here. Other four terns are the visitors during the breeding season. So this is the first record of white winged tern and breeding plumage in Chikmagalur or Karnataka region. So which are typically in the South Africa or the South African region. And I observed the Fisker tern and Gulpil tern and little tern. So these are the five species of terns you can see here. So this is some of the glimpse of the our field work, which I used to done like it took around like long 5 months. Like earlier last year also we have done in 2023 and 24. We used to we're targeting to continue up to 2025 to do the rigging and study the migration pattern of these birds. So these are the threats you can see, like even the doctorates and even IBCs putting upon on some of the predator birds and human disturbance, and some of them died to insect attack also. And even the rise of water level during the monsoon is also a major threat. So this is all about like return observations I've done. So more statistical data I used to come and we are data analyzing the data. So it will be published in future in the journals. So thank you. This is all about my work. Thank you. If you have any questions regarding it, you can ask me.